What up, Bucks Nation? Welcome back. Sorry for my hiatus since our Philadelphia Eagles playoff match. I know I didn't release any reaction to the Rams divisional round loss, and there was some personal matters going on. During that game, I watched maybe the first quarter, half of the second quarter at home, and then I went to the airport, and the game finished right before I took off. A couple of days prior to the game, 2 days I want to say it was, 1.5 days prior to the game, my father went into hospice. He's been battling with cancer for about 8 years. So I was on a flight after the game, and then spent the next few days there, and unfortunately a couple of days after that game he passed away. So it's actually 1 month today since he passed away, January 27th. So as you can see and probably understand, I wasn't up to it at that point, and football wasn't really that important, obviously, because of what was going on. So I took some time off, and I know now it's late to do a reaction and all of that. As you can see, I don't even have my setup. I'm like holding my camera and light. Yeah, I was out of town for a couple of weeks and then got back, and it's still been very hard, but I wanted to come back on here and at least give an update for what's going on, and briefly talk about that game. Obviously, it's like the game's been over a month ago, and probably isn't much to talk about, but yeah, even when the game was going on, I kind of wasn't really paying attention, and I saw how close we got, and we got a little, tied the game, and then we had that bad all-out blitz call and everything. The game literally ended as I was like walking onto the plane, so I got to see it all and then take off, so I didn't even have really any chance to tweet about it or anything like that. But so yeah, that's what kind of been going on. It was like a tough loss, obviously, but with all the family matters going on, it was not the most it wasn't my priority at that point, obviously, because family's more important. However, but yeah, I apologize for my mood being down. Like I said, it's the 1 month anniversary, and since then, obviously Tom Brady announced his retirement, and I know there's a lot of talks about he's not retired, and today Ali Marpet announced he's retiring, so it seems like we're losing a lot of players, but hopefully we do have kind of a replacement in mind. I know a lot of people don't like Deshaun Watson, and obviously understandably so. If somehow he could clear all of those cases and all of that, maybe. I mean, he would be a franchise quarterback and probably the best available option because he's the youngest, but Russell Wilson I feel like is the best fit for us, and hopefully we can work a trade to get him. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Don't really want to go into a full dive. My dad, just a little bit about him. He was, I'm Egyptian, and he was born and raised there, so he's not necessarily the American football guy. Not really a fan, but he always kind of would ask around about the Bucks and joke around anytime we lost and all of that kind of stuff, just to tease me. But the last couple of years with Brady, he was always like, yeah, Brady's doing well, and had he been here when Brady retired, I know 1000% he would have said, look, the Bucks are going to be a loser team now again, and it was all good spirit and good fun. But yeah, I actually had the honor of taking him to a Bucks game, and I think it was 2016 when we played the Atlanta Falcons Thursday Night Football at home, and I think it was when Mike Evans had that, I think it ended up being the catch of the year, that one-handed catch on the sideline. We got blown out that day, but that was the only NFL game he's ever been to. So at least, I had that moment with him. I think we were wearing Color Rush that day. I don't remember. But yeah, we had seats kind of in the corner, second level, on the visitor sideline, but right by the ship on that side. And even though we lost, it was a good time. I got to spend some time with him and teach him a little bit about the sport and stuff, and he was like, cracking jokes. He's like, yeah, you guys always lose and all of that. But so yeah, that's all I have now, and I guess the next video I'll be making is probably in the draft, my draft reaction. Hopefully then I'm in a little bit better spirits and things like that. So I'll see you guys in a couple of, I think it's a month, right? March, April, or whatever comes first, the schedule or the draft. That's when you'll see me next. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in and being understanding during this time. And like I said, normally I'd have a different reaction after that loss and be amped up and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just football. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and as always, I am out.